Okay, maybe I can go back to the slides. So for the third blank, at line 7, checks if the water source is a tap inside the home. So which table is this? Inside the home. Location, project, water source, tap, water source. Anybody with an idea? We are on that line 7, that code on line 7. Where we had the tap inside home, I believe there are broken taps. It was on the water source table.
Yeah, I think it's in the water source table.
Okay. Okay, we have here about 5 columns.
You can fill,
Yeah.
try and filter the type of water source column.
I try filtering. Yeah, we have the tap in home, shared tap. So we'll need to indicate the type of water source column. So back to our table on the basic water access column. I think here the blank will have to be replaced with the type of water source. So we write the table name first and the type of water source. So we'll not have an equal sign here. Is that okay? Is that right?
But it should be tap inside home. How will we indicate that?
Oh, okay. Check. Okay, so after the square brackets, we have the double quotes, tap inside home.
Tap in home, is it just...
Eh?
Yeah,
Is it?
tap in home,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so on to the next blank, line 12. The condition is checks if the water source is a shared tap and the average queue time is less than 30 minutes. So we have 2 blanks to fill here. The first is check if water source is a shared tap. I believe that's the water source table again. Source table, shared tap. It's on there. Type of water source. And the average queue time, we have a comma. So it's less than. Should we put a less sign first? The less sign. Yeah? Am I right doing this? Or should it be an equal sign?
It's already there. It's already
Yeah?
there. It's already there.
Oh, it's already there. Okay. Oh, I've not
Just
seen this
use the
line.
blank. Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're done with all the blanks. Going back to the slides. Yeah. I think we can now commit. Yeah?
Before we commit, can someone explain what exactly we've done?
Okay, let me go back to the slides. Step B, we classify each source as being basic or below basic. I think this is one of the criteria for, we had about 4 conditions here on the criteria to use to classify the source of water as basic or below basic. I think my opinion is that this whole code block, for the first, if we have the water source, for a water source to be termed as clean, it has to be, if it's from a well, it has to be clean, I think. So that's why we filled the 2 constraints. Then it should also be, what's the second? Checks, assigns access if both condition. Checks if the water source tap is a tap inside home. So also taps inside homes are also classified as basic. So I think this whole code block is the constraints we enter so that we can term the water source as a basic water access. I don't know. Maybe if I can go back to the,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I've
on page.
understood. So if it doesn't return all those things,
in order for a water source to be classified as basic, it must satisfy these requirements. Yeah, yeah, okay.
just go back
So
to
should I
the
remove the comments in green? I go back to the
So
slides.
essentially what we are saying is
Yeah,
if water source type is well and the results
yeah,
are clean, then it is classified as basic. And if
it's
the water
basic.
source type
Yeah,
is tap in home, it's basic. And if water source type of water source is shared tap, it's basic. Otherwise,
yeah,
it should return below basic if the conditions above are not met.
yeah, exactly. So let me get rid of the comments in green.
Will it, Emmanuel, will it affect the code?
I don't think
I
so.
don't
You
think
can
so.
just leave.
Because it's usually used when maybe you are collaborating with someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let
So
me
I
just
believe we can
commit.
just maybe leave it.
But there are some errors. Before you commit, I'm seeing the errors. So probably there's something that we haven't done in terms
I
of
think
situations and what.
these were the errors that were brought when we had to fill in the blanks first.
Because if we commit like this, it won't work with the red lines.
Oh, okay. You're talking. I thought, okay.
So there's something there maybe missing.
Yeah, maybe on the well pollution table. Okay, maybe we should take a look at the well pollution table. We have the results. If we can filter the column, we have clean, contaminated, biological, contaminated, chemical. So basic access. well underscore pollution. We have the name of the table, right? I don't know where the underlined words in red are coming from. Fix if this. Anyone with an idea on how to go about this? Or should I remove this and try to see whether we'll have the well pollution, whether it will bring the table, the column indicator automatically. Well underscore pollution. So I don't think so. Basic access. Let me go back to the slides. Checks if the water source is a well and if it's clean. Anyone? Did you have such yesterday when we were creating new columns in tables?
First, can you check, immediately after tapping home, water source, type of water source equals tapping home. We need to add a bracket and a comma, I think.
Sorry, where exactly? At which number?
Check number 8, I'm not sure. Check number 8.
After the brackets.
After tapping home, do we need to add a bracket?
No, I don't think it's bracket. It just needs a comma after tapping home.
Oh, no
Okay.
bracket, okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the errors
I think
disappeared.
yeah.
What also for the results?
Let's look at the
Thanks.
table again. Let's look at that table again.
Try and remove the bracket. You see?
The square brackets.
After clean.
Okay.
No,
Just underlined everything.
it's not that. Just return it.
Let's look at the table again.
Okay, well pollution table.
Yes.
You have the results here. Clean, contaminated biological, contaminated chemical. The table has 5 indicators. Or is it a comma we are missing someone?
And let's look at the code again.
Okay.
Emmanuel, I think I'm trying
Yeah.
to put a cursor on results. It's saying cannot find a name result.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. Cannot find name result.
Did we add this column, or was it there on the well pollution? It was there, yeah.
What are you talking about?
As someone has just said, on the table we have the error is given like when I place my cursor here, it says cannot find name results. So I think this means it cannot find a column with such a name on the well pollution table.
Yes, but there is a column with the name results.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a different table, because when we were writing this code on number 4, we had the type of water source column. It just came automatically when we typed in the water underscore source. So for this, I don't know. When you type well pollution, we had to fill the results in the square brackets.
Oh, then can you try typing it again? Let's see.
Okay. It doesn't even find that table. Let me put a capital W, well pollution. It only gives functions.
Let me ask, in the first
single quotation.
Yeah.
Let me ask, which table has the results where we have biologically contaminated wells and biologically, chemically, and clean wells? Where
It's
do
the
we
well
have these
pollution.
results? Is it the well pollution? Did you add them to the well pollution table?
I don't think we altered with this table here. Yeah. It's the well pollution table, as you can see.
Yeah.
Type of water source.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Try adding single quotation to that to the table name.
Results.
The table name, no, to water.
The table name.
Water pollution, yes, the table. Try adding quotation to it. Single quotes, pressing.
No changes. No changes.
Can we check on a relationship diagram and see if there is maybe there is where maybe we are having an issue. I see it's a one-to-one relationship.
Yes, that could be another cause.
Well pollution. Yeah, it's a one-to-one.
Yeah, maybe we can start looking at it from that point.
So then, anyone with an idea? We have other tables with one-to-many. Also, the project progress and water source one-to-one, bi-directional, pollution.
Emmanuel,
Yeah.
let's go back to the formula we see.
Okay.
Try and put a space in between the equal sign and where type of water source then equals to well.
There.
And the other side.
Code block
Still
number.
on the same 4, block number 4.
Okay.
After type of water source, space. Okay.
Cannot find name results.
So something weird I'm seeing is that when you try to type anything, it's just giving you like option from water source only. You cannot see options from other like tables.
Yeah. You can also see on code block number 11 and 12 the constraints. We've used just the same table.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see the indicators, average queue time and type of water source, it's also on the same table. Type of water source. Go back to the constraints. Wells are improved only if they are clean, so all contaminated wells are excluded. So or maybe we should try putting not equal to, like I don't know, not contaminated. Is it possible? The operators which we usually have them like this. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I think the problem here is our query cannot reference the well pollution table.
So it's on the modeled. Yeah.
So I don't know how to go about that so that our query manages to reference this particular table.
Or maybe if the water source is a well, does it mean it's automatically clean? Anyone with something?
Can we try adding a filter?
Okay, how do I go about that?
Okay. I don't know if it will work, but if we try adding a filter, say You know, on query on line 4, it is where water source, water type equals to well, and then you can filter. Just try adding, enter a new space.
After the well.
Yes, shift enter. Then filter.
Then?
Right filter. In brackets now, table, well pollution. Comma. And now where well pollution equals clean. I don't know if that will work.
I close the brackets before the comma.
Now close the brackets after, because now the filter expression will be the one that we have inputted on line 6.
Okay.
And so then we try. Yeah, now close the brackets after clean.
After?
After clean. After the brackets, add another bracket.
Where exactly?
Yeah. Well pollution results equals clean. Add a second bracket before the comma.
Sorry. Oh, the code 6 is now the filter expression.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see any red dashes anymore. Yeah.
Guys, what's your take? I think I don't know if that will work.
Try to run it and see. Still has an error. Okay.
I can also see Eve had a suggestion. She's typed it on the chat box.
The two ampersands. The ampersand. Maybe someone should guide me to input that.
You can copy it.
So I get rid of all this.
Maybe you could cut this first and paste it elsewhere just in case, because I'm trying to run this one that Eve has shared.
It's still not
well conditioned. The only table missing, or the only thing missing, is well conditioned. Maybe you can try it and we try discussing what can replace the well conditioned. So maybe cut this, paste it maybe somewhere on WhatsApp just in case we come back to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a different warning. The expression refers to multiple columns. Multiple columns cannot be converted to scalar value. Cannot find name while condition.
I think now we replace with the relevant tables and columns. Like the first one is
After
okay,
the if,
water source type of water source is well, and then we have the two and then water source. We don't have water source well condition column. So I guess here we are putting our well pollution results. So
Instead
just
of
do away with everything up until water source. Because the table is well, where we can get clean, result to be clean is on
The well pollution.
pollution on the results column. So just delete up until water source
Okay.
and see if it will, yeah, then well pollution. It's still not bringing.
Yeah. Well pollution.
It's not bringing.
Well pollution. I think the issue is that table cannot be referenced. So if,
Hello.
hello.
Can I try, because I have tried in my area and I have managed to fill in what you are looking for.
Okay.
Can you go to the model view and
Yeah.
make a relationship between the water source and the well pollution?
Manage relationships.
Click on click on the, let me check. Click on the results and put it on top of type of water source.
I drag
Like you
it.
are managing the relationship. On the cross filter direction,
Okay.
drop down, select the single water source filter well pollution. Then okay. Then go back to the table view. In our previous code, the code that we used previously, copy and paste it here.
Okay.
instead of the
Okay.
instead of the filter well pollution, remove all of it, and also the result is equals to clean. Remove it and write check. Write water source type of water source is equals to clean.
In double quotes.
Yeah. Okay, then run.
Then
Okay, check the error that is coming in the basic.
You close the bracket and a comma.
Yeah. Close it.
at
After
Yeah.
clean, close the bracket and then comma.
Then commit.
too few arguments were passed to the and.
Cynthia,
Here, yes.
kindly copy your query and maybe paste it on the chat box.
Manuel, can you go back to the model view? I did not understand since you are a bit fast.
Okay, I dragged the results column up on this is the water source table. Okay, no, I changed is it the direction? No, is it
Okay.
who can remind him? I changed is it the direction from 1 to 1 to 1 to many?
Okay. How
Okay,
did you
you are
do?
making a relationship between the type of water source and the well pollution. Since the well pollution is not detected with the Power
Water source.
BI, it's saying
Oh,
that the table doesn't exist. Instead of using the well pollution, we make a relationship so that we can use the water source pollution, the water source table.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you? Okay. What did you do in that process? No, that's the step by step.
Okay, we dragged this result and to the
Result.
type of water source in the water source table,
Okay.
and under the cross filter section, there is a drop down. You select
Yes.
single water source filtering well pollution,
Okay.
and then you select OK.
Okay.
Then you go back to the table view.
Wait, mine is many to many. Don't know why.
Yeah, it's okay, but the on the left, on the right side, there's a cross filter section. Instead of
It's
both, you select the single.
Wait, guy, when me wait. Yeah. Okay. Can you, Emmanuel? Can you do it as
Cynthia,
as
Yes.
she explains?
let me ask. Before we did all this, there was a relationship between the water source table and the well pollution table. And the relationship existed based on the source IDs, I think.
Yeah, it was based on the source IDs.
Now we create another relationship where our results is now related to the type
The
of
type
water
of
source.
water source. Yeah, and the results.
Okay.
So on that case, will it give like when you look at anyway? I'm just trying to look at what we have on type of water source and what we have on well pollution. I see there are different things because on the type of water source we are having like river shared taps, while when we check on results we are having contaminated clean. So I don't know how that relationship, how they are related.
Anyone? Do we have the code copied on the chat box? Okay. I'm getting an error on my side. Do we copy the... Cynthia?
Okay, the code I can see it has deleted some part. Let me send the last query.
Yeah, it's not complete. The
It's
code is not
half.
complete. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I've just sent the other part of the query.
And average. Have I copied the correct thing?
It still has an error.
I think the brackets
Cynthia,
at
is
the
it
end
working on
should
your
be
end?
3. The brackets
Should
at
be?
the end of the query. Yes. They think they
Should
should
be?
be 3. 3 brackets.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
But in this, the comments. Okay.
Hmm.
Stream.
On my side, it's working. I don't know why this side isn't.
I don't have any errors. Anyone who can spot anything amiss in our code block? Cynthia, maybe you can try reviewing ours. See whether we have something amiss.
Okay, let me check.
Okay.
Kilimo,
Yeah.
the problem is the brackets. The last 3.
At the end. Yeah.
Just enter them
Yeah.
to a new line.
On a new line.
Enter. And enter. No, wait. Enter. Oh, it's okay.
So we have the below. We have 2 indicators, below access and below base. I believe now this is right. Yeah. Is that so? You're not okay.
I don't think we are okay.
Why?
Okay, we can see the results. We can see we have rows entered under below access, basic water access. But then, personally, I have not understood how we've got to this point.
Okay. Maybe Cynthia, you can come in.
Sorry?
I was speaking to Cynthia. Maybe you can help us with that. She can help us with that.
Okay. When we were putting the well pollution and in the query, and it detected that the table is not in the it says that there is no such table as result. I thought that maybe managing the relationship, creating a relationship between the type of water source and the results can help in create. How will I put it? It will make it easier for us to know which type of water source according to the.
I understand, Cynthia, I understand that, but now does it mean that we can create any relationship between any of the tables, regardless of the fact that they don't share anything in common? For example, we don't have the primary key, or maybe the secondary keys in these tables. We can just relate them by dragging one relationship to another.
I don't know, but I just tried it. I've just tried it to see if it will work. I can't say that I am correct in that part, but I've just tried it since we can't locate the well pollution table. So I just tried to use the water source table and relate it to the well pollution so that you can use the water source table instead of the well pollution.
So I have another question. What exactly have we changed on the relationship, the model view? We have, because initially the well pollution and water source had a relationship, right?
They had a one-to-one.
Then we went and changed the direction. That's what we changed.
No, actually we didn't change the direction. We added another relationship.
We added another relationship, and then we changed this from both to single.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we added what relationship? Results to?
The cross-filter direction, single water source.
Because I think that's where I'm not getting what relationship did we add.
The results.
Type of water source and the results.
And the results, yes. We added the results to the type of water source. We related the results in our well pollution table to the type of water source under the water source table.
And what exactly does that mean?
That is where I don't understand.
I'm getting this error. Cannot convert value well of type text to type number. Can someone please help?
Maybe you could share your screen.
It's okay, it's okay. This error. Don't know if you can see it.
Okay, check under the shared tab, the water source, type of water source. It should be is equals.
Wait, where?
So,
Number 13.
Okay.
try this out without changing the relationship.
Sorry, I
Without
can't
changing
hear
the
you.
relationship. I'm saying without changing the relationship, try out that code because it's working on my side.
Okay, let's see. Still gets an error.
Can I
No,
present?
not you, Victor.
Okay.
But Victor, you can also just go to the chat and copy what Augustine has shared.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Try it out.
Let me put it. Let's see if it works.
And Augustine,
Yes.
kindly, I think you should share the whole code. It's not complete.
I don't know what is happening. I've copied the entire one. Let me try.
Okay.
Okay, or let me share the code on WhatsApp. Maybe
Okay.
just a minute. Let me link.
It's okay.
Or you see the first it's called what? The first code that we were having.
Yes.
Now there's a point where we were using the word related.
Okay. Can you please send a section of the other half, like from here?
Okay. Let me just send the first part that we were having a problem. I think it will manage to send. Yeah, this one. That part you can just copy, and I think the rest are okay.
Let me see. It's not yet here.
It's on the chat box on the Meet.
Okay. Wait. It's not complete. It's not complete.
Okay, let me present my screen then.
I think maybe the chat has a limit on the text characters. That's why it's cutting.
Or maybe.
Send the second half. The second half from here.
Pick it up from shared tap water underscore source.
Oh, I'm
That
seeing.
Yeah.
Okay. Where am I starting from?
From water source of AV somewhere here.
Uh,
Yeah. Past shared tap. Yeah.
okay. I think it's there. Check.
You've sent?
Yes,
It
it's on
works.
the
Thank
chat.
you. Thank you. It works.
So yeah. So I think we are not supposed to change the relationship. That relationship. We are just supposed to create that related, so that it can find a relationship between on the other tables. Okay, sawa.
So I should delete this,
Yeah,
the many to many.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just input your code using the related. I think it's here. Maybe I should just copy. Okay, the water. I think this is okay.
Yeah, try to run.
So yeah, I think we've it's rearranged. We had below basic access on the second row. Now we have the basic access. I think from our notes we had that the related function reference columns across tables requires a many-to-one relationship exists between the current table and the table with the related information. Related function enables us to extract and group similar types of values from one table to another. Yeah.
Thank you, Augustine. That was insightful.
Welcome.
So going back to the slides. So I don't know which slide. So okay, now the final step is to create a new measure that calculates the basic water access level as the number of people who have basic access to water divided by the total number of people in Majindogo. Remember to format this as a percentage and show no decimals. And the last step, the basic access percentage tells us how many people have access to basic water services, but we might also need the percentage of people who do not have access to basic water too. If you think about this, we want that number to be 0 once we are all done, right? So I think we should create a new measure on the basic water access level that calculates the basic water access level. So this on our which table we have the same table we had. So should I insert a new measure or a new column that calculates the basic water access? Then create a new measure. The basic water access level. Basic access to water divided by the number of people in Majindogo. Basic access to water. So, who can guide me on this? I think in the modules we had a similar, if I'm right, a similar task where we had to calculate on the gender parity data set where we were calculating the ratio of the, is it the GPI, the females and the male ratio. And so, who remembers such? Because here we are also told to calculate a measure that divides the number of people, the people who have basic access to water divided by the total number of people. Yeah? Anyone? Guys, did anyone come across such on the modules? I think this is also similar. Yeah. Eve, you've been very quiet today. Did anyone get to that point of the module? Ama ni mimi nilisoma vitu zangu. Where we were dividing two metrics, and we had them in a new column, the ratios, I think, for the male and the female. Yeah.
Yeah, nadhani kulikuwa na kitu kama hiyo.
Yeah. Do you think this is a similar calculation?
I don't think it's complicated as such. Where I'm finding a challenge, we need to calculate the basic water access level. So from our, what table did we, basic water access column, to only include basic access, and then we divide it by the number of people served. Now, maybe the new measure will be our basic water access.
It was on the water source. Meet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. No. No, we can't name. We can't name that as the measure.
So this basic water access is calculated by the number of people over the number of people who have basic access to water divided by the total number of people in Majindogo.
And then we multiply it by 100. So, I don't know what we'll name the measure, but the new measure, just put it as maybe measure equals that is water access. No, water source.
Coach,
Yes.
and if we give it the title basic access percentage, because I think that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, that will work. That will work. Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eva suggested we give it a basic water percentage. Basic access percentage.
Basic access. Okay, I've written that down.
Yeah, equals. That will be we'll reference the water source.
So related water source or just water source?
I'm not sure.
Are we using the same table or we are cross-referencing?
we are cross-referencing.
I see
Because
on the water source, we have basic water access and we have the number of people served.
Yeah, we can use the same table. Yeah, you're right.
So
Basic water access and maybe
Equals
mhm.
water source, the water source table. No, water source. Start with the table.
Water source.
Then the square brackets, basic water access. Should we have a function before water source?
there's something sometimes they use in DAX called calculated. Is it calculate or calculated?
Yeah, I think it's calculate.
What does it do?
There is a suggestion in the chart. Basic water access percentage equals.
Or divide should come before the. Let me just copy this code, then we can make sense of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think basic water access percentage equals to divide. Then we have the calculate function, sum x. Then we filter. We have the Loril. Maybe you can help us here.
Okay, it's just a trial. I'm not sure if it will work. So we've been told to. Let me go back to the slides. To create a new measure that calculates the basic water access level as the number of people who have basic access to water. So those people who have basic access to water, and then you divide by the total number of people. So here I've filtered. Okay, we are getting the sum first of the total number of people, but only those people who have basic water access. That's why we started with the filter. And then now we divide it with the total number of people. Then we multiply by 100 to get the percentage.
After the filter, you've said that we want to get the people who are.
Yeah, we are filtering because we want to get the number of people who have basic water access.
I don't understand the last part of the code because we've already divided
So
water access.
we are dividing the first bit is only the people who have water access, basic water access, and then the second bit is the whole sum of the number of people. So as the slide says, that calculates the basic water access level as the number of people who have basic access to water. Then divide it, now the last bit, with the total number of people. and then now as a percentage. That's how I have understood it. I don't know if I'm right or does it make sense? Still or
Have you tried to run the to execute it and see if it works?
Let me execute.
And then we now try to see if it's working.
Yeah. Does it appear as a column or?
I don't
It
think
appears
it's
as a measure and on our table.
Oh,
I think there's something wrong with it because I've tried checking it. Just go to the reports view and then use, because I'm guessing it's supposed to be a scalar value. So just click on card, then we see, then you click on the measure, we see if it will bring any value. A measure is supposed to bring one value or multiple values.
it depends. Where are you placing it?
Because I wanted to see how will we see the values of what we've just done.
yeah. I remember it's supposed to bring out one value, which is the percentage.
Always.
Yeah. Because we can remember in our slides, earlier slides at the bottom right, we had the number of people served and also in percentage. We had the raw figure and also that number of people served in percentage. So this I think you populate on a card. So I don't know. So should I? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it has brought.
Yeah.
And mine is not doing anything. Okay.
Where have you placed it?
At the bottom right.
On a card.
On a card visual.
Mine is telling me blank.
Even mine, I'm getting blank. So I thought I was wrong.
Can you repeat what you've just done?
I've just dragged the number of people served onto the fields tab table fields tab.
Oh, and what if you drag the basic water access?
Measure.
The measure, yeah.
Yeah, drag the measure because that one gives you the count of number of people served.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blank.
Let's check in our slides. Remember when we were starting out, we had to budget by province, budget by improvement type. Okay, it's not that.
I think basically, I think what Lorraine has done is right. We just need to play around with it to check where we have errors in this code. We are dividing the number of people who have basic access to water services by the total population and multiplying it by 100. Right. Where I don't understand is some X now under this filter water source, that is the table, then water source basic water access equals to basic. Yes.
This.
Yeah. Then we divide it, I think, from here of people served, and then we multiply it by 100. I don't understand this calculate, the last part, calculate sum water source number of people served. Maybe Lorraine can explain the last bit of the code.
The last bit, we are trying to get the total number of people so that we can divide it with the first one. Because now see, we already have the number of people who are served basic. Then now we need to
get the population in Majindogo
to divide by the total number of people. So basically this sum, we are getting that total number of people.
So now under the filter water source, should we leave it at basic access to water equals basic? What's the need for the water source number of people served down here?
Because we are counting the people. Or maybe let's go to the table for water source and see how it looks. This is the table for water source. I wanted to see, do we have, now you see for the basic water access column, we have basic access, there are a few basic access. So we want to see on this basic access, the number of people served, who are they? So if we just leave it at basic access without the number of people served, we won't be getting the number of people served. We'll just be counting we'll just be summing the basic access rows.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. Should we include the second calculate? Yeah.
Okay, try out this one again and see. I think on my side it's working. So let me send it on the chat. Try that.
Yeah, we have a figure on the card.
I hope it's the right one.
I hope so too. So maybe you can explain.
So I think from what we were working on previously, we were missing the zero. This zero, there's a zero somewhere. So I think it's placed there so that at least in case there are errors, it does not bring back errors. Because any error will will make the code not work. Something like that.
What Lorraine had said makes sense, and it makes me question this code because we are counting rows, right? Where we have basic access, where the access to water is basic. But if you check our table, we have number of people served, where like the first row, we have a well that serves like 270 people. Now, basically what we're trying to calculate here is the number of people that have access to basic water services divided by the total population in Majindogo multiplied by 100. But in this sense, we are only counting the rows, meaning like for source ID 1 and 2, we'll only have like 2 instead of 540 people.
Repeat.
What we're trying to calculate here is the total population that has access to basic water services divided by the overall population of Majindogo multiplied by 100. Right. But now when you are counting rows, we are counting from the code given, we are counting rows where we have basic access. Under the basic water access, we are counting rows where there are like basic access. Meaning it will count each row, single rows. Now from the say the second row and down to the fifth row, we will only have 2 instead of calculating the sum of 270 people served by that particular well, added to 270 people served from another well, all down to where people have, all the way through where people have basic water services. Meaning we are just counting rows, not the number of people served. I don't know if it makes sense.
So what about if we remove the rows? Like instead of
So,
rows, now we remove the rows, we remain with filter
so maybe we can, yes,
and see if it will run.
we can sum the number of people served, yes, where we have basic access under the basic water access. Then we divide it by the sum of the total population in Majindogo. And we multiply
Also,
it by 100.
we replace count rows to sum.
Now we need to sum the number of people served and we filter it by basic water access, where the access is, we filter it by the basic water access column, which equals to basic access. And then we calculate the sum of the number of people served, the total sum in Majindogo. Then we multiply it by 100.
Maybe you could paste the code on the chat box.
I haven't written the code yet. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
I have seen the problem. Still maintaining my formula, but where I had written basic, I didn't write the whole thing, basic access. I just wrote basic, and there's no row that has basic only. That's why it was giving us 0. Just try. Pick the formula that I had sent.
Okay. Yeah.
Remove the 100, the extra 100. Then here, there's no row that has basic only, so it's add basic access.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basic access.
yeah. That's what it should read.
Like that.
Yes. No, not underscore. The way it's written on the column for basic water access down there.
Okay.
We have below basic access.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try and run it. Then we see on the card if it's.
33.55. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's bringing that.
On my side, it's giving 14.26.
$14.26.
Yes.
Maybe you could share your screen.
It's okay. So this is the actual code, and that's the result. Don't know if I've chosen the correct thing here.
Click on the filter.
Filter. Okay. Is it right here, Ma?
The one on the column.
Okay. Which? Guy. Iko wapi?
I think the basic water access.
Okay, here.
The one that's in green.
Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
So you added a column instead of a measure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you added a column instead of a measure.
How can I correct it?
Just delete the column
Okay.
and then you add a measure.
Wait. Okay. Let's see. Someone guide me here.
Think you can just pick what's in the chat. Yeah?
Click on the table tool
Sorry. Table tool. Okay.
at the top. Then now new measure.
New table.
New measure.
Yeah. There. I think I've just clicked. Alafu. Okay. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Like, okay.
Victor, you're supposed to click the new measure, not the quick measure.
Oh. Well, sorry. Okay. Then I paste the code. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it is okay.
You should add access after basic.
Access.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is it going to a new line? Okay, no problem. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Oh my God.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe Loril, you can come up again one final time so we can all understand. I don't know.
Okay. So we are supposed to find the number of people who have basic access by dividing it with the total number of people served in Majindogo, and then we multiply by 100 to get the percentage.
Okay.
So that's why we've done the total, the sum x. We are using sum x because sum x sums the rows, right?
Yeah, it's an expression.
Yeah, it sums. I'm trying to see what's the difference between sum and sum x, because if you put the sum, it won't work. Sum x, I think, picks the particular rows that are to be summed. But now, if we do sum alone, it sums. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me not see things that I don't know. Mm-hmm.
If I remember, I think sum x is for expressions, and then sums the entire data or data set.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes, so sum x is summing based on this expression that we've told it to only sum the basic access number of people. Then now we divide it by the total number of people served in Majindogo.
Okay. Thank you for that. So back to the slides. So the format is a percentage and shows no decimals. I think we had decimals in our report view. How do you get rid of these decimals?
Are we not supposed to round them off? Is there a way to round? Is it rounding up or rounding down?
I think it's down. I don't know.
Is there a round function on DAX?
I'm not sure about that. Okay, should we continue and then we can come to that later? Yeah. Our friends from Nigeria have been very quiet today.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
So are we not also supposed to calculate the number of people without access to basic water?
It says here on the slide the basic, but you might also need the percentage of people who don't have access to basic water.
Okay, so you see before you do divide,
Okay.
use int, like let's use int and then open the brackets.
Before divide.
Yeah, int, like an integer. Yeah, that one, and then now go and close it below after 100. Try to run it. To give 133. Yeah. I think that's what they mean.
Is that rounded down or rounded up?
That's you put it to be an integer. I think an integer does not have it's called what? It does not have decimals, because I've tried rounding and then to 0 and it gave 0.00.
Yes, I've done the same.
Yeah.
Rounding to 0. Ibu, explain.
So you see when you put round and then just try that, go back to the code. And then remove int and then put round there. And then below before 100, after 100, put comma and then 0. No, not inside the bracket. Yeah, and then you can.
34. Okay.
So it's 34.00, but they don't want the decimal.
Decimals.
Yeah.
Now, include the int before round.
Yeah?
Include
Before
the
round.
int before round, yes.
So it will be int round.
Int brackets round, then you'll add another bracket
After round.
after the 0.
Okay.
Emmanuel, I have a request. Can you paste that formula on the chat, please?
Okay. So I think we should move on to the next page. Someone else could read for us. Okay. And the last step, the basic access percentage tells us how many people have access to basic water services. But we might also need the percentage of people who don't have access to basic water too. If you think about this, we want that number to be 0 once you are done, right? Okay, so now we have calculated two things. How much will all of these upgrades cost and what will be the impact? I think we are ready to complete the report now. So now in the third block, we want to give the president all of the financial information she will need to make decisions. She will want to understand the cost at a provincial level and also understand what the different improvements will cost us. Since President Aziza will have to send the local provinces some funds, we really have to give her numbers too. So we will create a budget table. The downside is that tables struggle to show a part of a whole story. Let's visualize the budget too. Add budget tables that have the breakdown of costs per province and by improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages of the budget allocated to each province. Doesn't fit into that block well, does it? Instead of trying to cram all of the information into the third block, let's make a bookmark. We can make a button that will toggle between the province and improvements tables. This way the user can choose which data to focus on. First, here are some images I made for the buttons. Then we have the zip file there. So, so we are to add budget tables that have breakdown of cost per province and by improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages. Yeah.
There's one step you've missed. Before we go to this one, let's first do the first one. Immediately after what we've just done, this one. Then now we can get into this other bit. Yeah, that's a step you're supposed to do.
Okay, the basic access percentage tells us how many people. So it begins here. Okay, we are done with this. So here.
Yes.
Okay. So the number of people who don't have access. Anyone with an idea?
Just take the same formula. Then the only thing that you will change is basic access to below basic access.
So I copy this whole formula.
Yeah, that's what you're going to use. But now on basic access, you'll put below.
Okay. On basic access, the name of the table, the
So we are creating a new measure, or what are we doing?
Yes, we are creating a new measure, but now for the people who don't have water tap. So now you'll just change the basic access to below basic access. No, we are creating a new one.
So I delete this.
Yeah, delete this, then now you create a new measure. We're already done with this.
Okay, so I should go to table tools.
First, delete this, the ones that you've added down. Yeah.
Yeah. New measure.
There's something you've done wrong. It's bringing errors. So for what we've calculated, we've just calculated as an error.
Okay, let me go back. Let me compare.
Just remove the last one. Remove the last 100. Multiply by 100. Yeah, that line 15.
Is that okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
So I create a new measure.
Run it and then now you create a new measure.
Okay. So new measure. So should I copy the code we had?
Yeah, I think you had copied it. Just try and paste.
Okay. So
For you, yeah. So now add below basic access.
No, on the basic access. You see where it's written basic access?
Yeah, in red.
Line 5.
Red.
okay.
Line 5.
Yeah, now add below. No. No, you see on there's below basic access and basic access.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure. Below.
Then you
Error.
rename it. No, rename it.
Yeah, rename it because you need to rename the measure too. Below basic water access. Just
Yeah.
Use underscore.
below underscore.
So below. also do a card for this. Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah. You can just do a card and then we continue and see.
I've done a card. Yeah.
Where have you added the data? Is it to the field? Do a card.
Okay. Let me click outside. Let me remove this. I'll do it again. And let me drag this. Below basic. 66.
And you've used a multiple card. You're supposed to use the one that is written 1, 2, 3.
Sorry?
You clicked on multiple cards.
Okay.
You can
Just click on 1, 2,
yeah.
3.
Yeah. I think you're okay now. It balances to 100%. So the next task is to add budget tables that have the breakdown of costs per province and per improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages of the budget allocated to each province. So this is in our budget tables. The budget, okay, we can do that. Is it on this table? Yeah?
Budget improvement is in project progress.
So we are supposed to add a table, right? Costs per province and per improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages of the budget allocated to each province. Breakdown of costs per province and per improvement type. Someone guide me, please. Is this the right step? New table. Should we call the table budget? I think we should be using these two columns, cost per province and improvement. The province and the improvement. Anyone?
Guys, you're too quiet today. Or should we take a break? Eh? You guys are not feeling it. Being a Friday. Our Nigerian brothers and sisters are too quiet also. Man, why are you guys?
They're not available today.
Okay. So guys, should we continue or take a break? We still have a few more slides to go. If there's someone who can help us on this so that we get moving. We only have how many more slides, Emmanuel?
4, 5.
I think 5 or less. Then we're done.
Yeah.
And you guys can enjoy your weekend tomorrow in peace.
Yeah, about 5.
Yeah, so anyone who can help us on this. Where is Peter and Akina Isaac? Vina, you guys can. Scarlett, anyone? John.
Anyone can go through the modules on creating tables and give us something on that.
Sorry for that, guys. Miss Ahmed here tells me that guys from Nigeria could be going through stress or power supply issues. So we excuse them for today. Anyway, If you can still put a response to push us ahead on the chat box, it will still be appreciated. Thank you.
So Emmanuel, on that, I think our question should be how many tables, like how many columns are we creating? Two, right?
Yeah, the province and the improvement.
So we are supposed to divide, it's like we are either dividing or comparing them to the cost, which the cost is on which table? It's on the infrastructure table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, do we continue or we meet again tomorrow? We only have 5 slides to go. If you're on the call and you can help us, we need you.
Don't think we'll manage to complete the 5 slides today.
Yes. Can you go back to the podium?
I mean,
The reporting there, yeah.
okay.
Then click on the table in the video, on the visual file.
Table. Which table?
Table. Which table?
Which table? Hapo kwa?
Hapo kwa visualizations, tafuta table. Uko chini somewhere.
Here.
Yeah.
And then you drag the province name
The province name.
to the columns. The columns one.
Province name in the columns.
Yeah. And then the improvement type.
And the columns as well.
Yeah. And then the other one is the budgeted. The columns as well. And then expand the table. Let's see.
Okay.
Sijui kama iko sawa.
And what happens to the table we had started creating on the table view?
Which one?
I think on the table view we had this column. It should not be done this way.
See, here
We had, yeah?
no, we are not creating a table.
Okay, I should delete this.
I hope so.
Yeah?
I hope so.
There we to delete this.
Just go back to the table view.
Okay.
And then from there you can delete it from there.
You can? I should delete.
Delete, yes.
Yeah. So, is this the right thing, guys?
I think so.
So, where is this placed? Should I squeeze this too?
Siteremshe chini ama kuna space tuko chini.
You can resize, yeah.
Acha ni resize hizi.
Actually sidhani hata hizo mesha zinafaa zikwe
kwa visual.
Sidhani.
Can we use a different it's called what? A different page. Yeah, and then maybe when we'll be organizing our visuals, we'll just now like collect them from different pages, as long as we know which page we've placed them, because I think this page is already full.
Yeah. So add a new page. Then I copy. I should create
just copy that, Nini. Those boxes we can create them after, maybe during the last time when we are maybe creating the last visual, in case we need.
Okay, we have so many provinces. Okay. 4 actually. So should we continue or should we stop at here?
Have you downloaded the zip?
Yeah, I downloaded the buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuone kama tutaendelea kidogo.
Sawa. Unaweza tusomea?
Akisoma sitaki kuamsha mtoto.
Okay.
Okay, I can read.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, add budget tables that have the breakdown of costs per province and per improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages of the budget allocated to each province. Doesn't fit into that block well, does it? Instead of trying to cram all of the information into that block, let's make a bookmark. We can make a button that will toggle between the province and improvement tables. This way, the user can choose which data to focus on. First, here are some images I made for the buttons. There is the button.
Show us the images.
Okay. So this is the toggle button improvements. I don't know if it's an image. Yeah, it's an image. Yeah, and then this is the province. Yeah. So it's like you'll be switching. Yeah.
Okay, now in that block, we want to give the president all of the financial information she will need to make decisions. She will want to understand the costs at a provincial level and also understand what the different improvements will cost us. Since President Aziza will have to send the local provinces some funds, we really have to give her numbers too. So we will create a budget table. The downside is that tables struggle to show a part of a whole story. Let's visualize the budget too. Add budget tables that have the breakdown of costs per province and per improvement type. Add a visual that will show the percentages of the budget allocated to each province. Doesn't fit into that block well, does it? Instead of trying to cram all of the information into that block, let's make a bookmark. We can make a button that will toggle between the province and improvement tables. This way, the user can choose which data to focus on. First, here are some images I made for the buttons. Okay, we will create two bookmarks, province and improvements. For the province bookmark, we will hide the improvements table, and for improvements, we will hide the province table. And we will use the buttons to toggle between these two bookmarks. Should I continue? Okay, use the selection and bookmarks pins to add two buttons that toggle between province
Okay.
and
Now, yeah.
Am I continuing?
Yeah, you can just read up to, I think, number 7.
Okay. Use the selection and bookmarks pins to add two buttons that toggle between province and improvement bookmarks. Hints. Hint number 1, remember to name the visuals, buttons, and images properly. Number 2, add two buttons and add the two images as images. Number 3, use the selection pane to display and hide the elements we don't want to see in a bookmark. See the image below what I display in my improvements bookmark. Number 4, before connecting the functions to the buttons, make sure that everything works when you toggle between bookmarks. Number 5, the button showing in the province bookmark should open the improvements bookmark and vice versa. Use this to set the actions. Number 6, make sure the buttons are in front of your images. Move elements up and down the selection pane to do this. And finally, test your buttons to see if they work.
Okay, thank you for that. So after we've seen our buttons, how they look like, we are supposed to create two bookmarks, province and improvements. For the province, we will hide improvements table, and for the improvements bookmark, we will hide the province table, and we will use the buttons to toggle between these two bookmarks. So going back to our Power BI, I think on the where is the bookmark located? Insert. Okay. There. Q&A. This. Then we are supposed to add. The first one is the province. Or I should be dragging the.
First, I believe that if we go back to our slides,
Okay.
and trying to understand our slides, just go up, I think, to page 19. Yes.
Anyone? After we created the tables, after we created the budget tables on the new page, anyone who can clarify what this means? Doesn't fit into that document.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of lost my network. Thing is, I think we should create two different tables. The table visualizations. One that has costs per province and another one costs per improvement type. I'm not sure.
Okay. So we'll create anyone else with a different opinion?
I think it's the same with what Pacha said, because one, we have to have two bookmarks that toggle between improvement and the other thing and the other one. And the reason why they're saying like it can't fit is because now you see when we created the other table, it was on top of other visualization. That's why they said it can't fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before, so I should get rid of this.
No, yes, just go to the other page and then you create now two different tables so that we can create bookmarks for the two.
I should go to this page.
Yes, page 1, so that we can work from there. Yeah.
So I create a bookmark.
I think you're supposed to create a table first, then from the table is when we create a bookmark from it. Ama inawakaje? Or you just create a bookmark, then we add the two data sets that are required.
I was also asking the same, the province and the improvement.
Yeah, we can just do both of them and see which one is working. Which one will work better? Because most probably both will work, but which one will work better?
Okay.
Just create a bookmark, add the two, so that we can see if it's even working.
Is it add?
Emmanuel, if you go below the Nini, you'll find there are two tables. If you go below the walkthrough, I'm seeing there's supposed to be two tables, one for improvement and another one for provinces.
Yeah, that's what I believe. When we check our slide number 19, slide 19, yeah, we should add budget tables that have the breakdown of costs per province, that is one table, and by improvement type. So from one table, we just add the province name and we add the costs. In another table, we add the improvement type and then we add the costs by improvement. The cost, so that we can get the cost by improvement. Now when we have the two tables, now we can toggle between the province and the improvement tables, I think.
Okay. So on this table.
So on this table, maybe just remove the improvement type on our data fields. Just click on the table, yes. now we should remain with the budget. With the
province
and the budget.
Yeah, we have those two.
Yes, now that is for one table. Now we can easily see how much, say, Akatsi requires for its improvements.
Okay. About 31 million.
Yeah, now we can create the second table.
Okay. And we should add this was province. The improvement type was under the what was it? Improvement type
and cost.
And the cost. I think from the infrastructure cost. Is it from the infrastructure cost? The unit cost? Yes.
Yeah. The sum. Or am I sum?
Are we not still using budget?
Budget, explain.
Like the same way we've used budgets on it's called what? On the first one. Are we not still using budgets on the second one, on the improvement cost?
Instead of the unit cost?
Instead of the unit cost.
Okay. Budget.
I think budget.
Progress.
I think budget would be okay. Yes.
Okay, we are getting the same result, the same summation.
I think it should be press the down the.
Yeah.
It should be summarized.
Summarize.
The drop down. Yeah. Okay. Come get to the drop down here on the columns. No, don't summarize.
Don't summarize.
Yeah, I think. Try that.
But we want to, I think the slide read that the president wants to know the total sum or something like that. The total budget.
Okay.
I think it should be sum.
We will have to give sum.
If it is the total cost per improvement type, say the cost required to add taps or maybe to drill a well.
On the slide it says cost per province and per improvement type.
Yes, I think it is the total cost per improvement type.
So if it is wells, like if the well right now it's 8,500, so times how many wells are there? So it's a sum.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a sum.
Okay then.
Yes.
So add the sum then.
Okay. Now we have the two tables.
I have a question.
Okay, now we should go to the bookmark.
I have a question.
Okay.
Go to the
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question between what's the difference between improvement? Here we have to find what will cost us if the improvement has been done or if the improvement will be done. ama nina overthink?
Nadhani ni the same thing. If okay, if they improve, how much it will cost us, if and when.
Yeah, if and when.
So, our budget, I think our budget is an estimation based on research on how much it will cost us to actually implement a certain improvement. Yes. And okay, let's break it down this way. I want to go and buy bread in the shop. I budget for like bread costs 100 shillings. When I go to buy it, I think it will still cost 100 shillings.
That's why I was asking, since if you look at some of the things, for whatever we have on the province, that should be a budget that was allocated, right?
Yes.
But on the improvement, I think we should have no cost, not the budget. I mean, don't overthink.
As in, let me try let me try and explain it.
Okay.
You know, for us to like drill a single well, it will cost like maybe say 8,500 USD. Yes, but now we will want the total cost of drilling all the wells in Majindogo. So, for example, say we have like 100 wells to drill. So we'll multiply the 100 by the 8,500. Now thereby giving us the total cost per improvement. Like say the total cost for drilling wells is like 8.5 million.
I understood.
Yeah.
That's what I.
Let me try and answer. I think for the budget we are using this because you remember the first, I think, few slides how we created this budgeted improvement. There was that issue of rural being more expensive. So if we use the unit costs, we wouldn't have considered that point where they say that in rural areas it costs more. That's how I get why we are using this budget instead of the unit cost, because the unit cost is not including that rural thing that we had added for 50%.
Okay, thank you.
So after the tables, we create 2 bookmarks: province and improvements. For the pins, we will hide improvements table, and for the improved, we will hide the province table. We will use the toggle add bookmark, the improvements. Okay, I think we've added the 2 already. So we will hide for the province. Okay. Didn't display.
Emmanuel,
Yeah.
I see there are suggestions on the inbox that we continue tomorrow. I don't know what the other guys think, since most guys seem to be quiet. Should we continue tomorrow?
What time tomorrow?
Okay, I don't know. Same time
left.
we do it in morning hours.
Yeah.
No, I think last weekend we did it at was it 9 or 10? I think
We
10.
met at 11. That's 10 in Nigeria.
Oh, we met at 11. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that should be, I think, 9 in Nigeria. Is that a
Yeah,
good time,
so
guys, or
maybe-
do we meet in the evening again?
11 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evening is better.
Yeah, because maybe find we may be maybe engaged in the during the daytime. I think evening will be better. Because I don't think the only thing that we had a problem with is that first part that we had today.
Okay. Yeah, I think the bookmarks will be, I hope it will be a walkthrough. It will be an easy walkthrough. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 slides. 6 if we leave out the last one. Okay, we should continue tomorrow. If
Yes, tomorrow is okay. I'll just put up a poll so that guys can vote whether 11 or 8:30 again. Like, it will be better that way. Is that okay? A poll, or we all agree it's evening? Yes, Anne.
yeah,
Sorry, I meant to press the thumbs up button.
Okay, so do we go with the evening, or should I put up a poll? Because
Early in the evening.
I think the whole.
I do a poll, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, let me put up a poll. So we'll have one in the morning, 11 Kenya time, that is 9 Nigeria, and in the evening, 8:30 or 6:30 in Nigeria. All right, guys, thank you. See you tomorrow. I'm putting up the poll now so you can vote.
okay.